All right. Welcome back to another episode of Call Me CEO, The Conversations, where we talk about the real work behind powerful women's leaderships. It's been a couple of weeks, right? It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here. I kind of been laying low for the last couple of weeks during this wonderful Women's History Month, but I'm back this week and I'm excited to be back. And tonight's conversation is one that every woman needs to hear. So pull up a seat, call your good girlfriends and your mom and them and everybody so we can tap in and have this conversation. Share this broadcast out and invite some folks, right? Because this is a conversation that really needs to be had. So again, I am Angela D. I'm your host for the evening, and I absolutely love to have these conversations with women CEOs from all walks of life. Because our stories are powerful, because our message is powerful, and because it's just time. It's just time. There's so much happening out here today, and the stories of women that I have been telling are so important. And again, tonight, the conversation that we're having is so important. And the topic is the cost of silence: why women's voices change culture. Because we do. A lot of times we are silent, and people have been trying to silence us for as long as I can remember, from the beginning of time, right? People have been trying to silence women's voices, telling us what we should be doing, what we should be wearing, what we should be saying, all of those things. And so a lot of times it causes us to be silent. It causes us to hold on and be quiet about our experiences, about our leadership, our ideas, and our stories. And when that happens, the world loses something. The world loses something. And so do the women who are watching them. And so I'm just extremely honored to be doing the series. I'm honored. I think I have interviewed so far in this Call Me CEO series a good 14 women. And so it's such an honor to be able to bring these conversations to light. And so again, I'm honored. I keep saying honored, but I really am to be joined tonight by Dr. Joi Brown. She is a career and leadership coach, author, speaker, and entrepreneur with over 28 years of experience in human resource development and leadership. Dr. Joi has spent decades helping leaders grow, navigate the workplace, and develop the confidence to show up fully and authentically. And I cannot wait to get into this conversation with her. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her to the stage. Dr. Joi Brown. Welcome, sister. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Yes, absolutely. So I just, I did do a bit of an introduction, but I'd like you to introduce yourself and just people who you are.
All right. Yeah. So I am Dr. Joi Brown, a career and leadership coach, author, entrepreneur, known as the positive energizer. I say with a name like Joy, I bring the hope, I bring the joy. I am in spaces and places that bring the light. And so my gift to this world is to be a joy, and I do that through educating, equipping, and empowering, which birthed my company, the 3E. Because again, in my calling, because again, I'm in HR, have grown up in HR, it is about helping people in the organization be the best that they can be. And so each and every day I get to educate, equip, and empower so people can step into their greatness and to walk authentically in their gifts and talent.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Your introduction is better than mine. That's what I'm talking about. And you're right. Right? You're giving joy to this. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this thing. Cultural conditioning. Right? Cultural conditioning. And I want to say something that men, and this is something women don't talk about, right? Don't talk about cultural conditioning. From an early age, women are taught to be nice. Right? Girls are made of strict nice and everything nice.
Yeah.
We're taught to be agreeable. We are taught not to be loud, not to be opinionated. You know what I'm saying? In many schools, especially professional schools, women learn that safety sometimes feels easier than visibility.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Oh, I do agree.
Yeah, absolutely. So in leadership wrong and working in HR. How do you so many women themselves in these professional environments?
Well, I also think, like you said, it's what we were taught at a very young age. And I think for me, when someone says, like, how did you get your start? I got it because I grew up in a family that at a very young age, they instilled in me that I was a joy and I was beautiful and intelligent and kind and compassionate and smart and fearless. So I grew up with this I can mantra that I could be anything that I set my mind to, and the sky was the limit. And so on my journey, even though when life gets, hard and these ups and downs, I go to that I can, what my grandmother, what my mother, what my family instilled in me. And so, like we said, it's a culture. So sometimes, definitely we're taught not to speak up. We're taught to be silent. We're taught, again, to dim your light so other can shine. And so again, and in the role, because again, many women play multiple roles. Multiple roles. But it's once you come into your authentic self, knowing who you are. And that's why I said women got to know who they are, knowing that whatever role that you have gifts and you have talents and your voice is needed. Absolutely. I'm in spaces where I'm looking in the room and I'm like, this room needs me. Mm-hmm. This room needs me. I'm just going to add something different to the conversation because my presence is here.
That's it.
And like you said, we change cultures.
That's it. And we are raising a new generation out here. It really we really taught to not hurt.
Yes.
When men are women should sit in the room and talking like that. I've heard like that. Mm-hmm. Right, and I'm sure there are men behind it, right, that have heard growing up. And so sometimes it's ingrained so deeply that we just hear it, and it's almost expected. Now, it wasn't way for me. Just like you said, it was that way for me. I was always like, I'm always the person that's always been. And I've always believed that it's our responsibility as women.
Yes.
Especially as women at this age. I'm thinking there's women behind me that need to hear these things. Right.
Yes.
There's our daughters, our granddaughters, our nieces, all of those need to hear and see powerful women.
Yes. Oh, yes, and that is so true. Yes, and I was just blessed to have, like you said, I've grown up in HR being 20. I know you said, oh, Dr. Joi Brown, you look so young. I said, yes, because I have really grown up in HR. But one of the things is I have witnessed firsthand positive Black women who poured into me. And sometimes when you said you're so blessed and grateful, to have these conversations, when I think back over my life, before it was the doctor, before all the awards, before the author, before all this, I was just Joy. But there was something inside of me that I knew I had a gift. And the power was my voice. I knew that I was going to do something with this voice because I knew I had the, speaking and the motivational. And so I was able to use that to edify and to elevate. But it was women that poured into me who saw something in me. And that is why I do what I do today. Because I wouldn't be here if a woman didn't pave the way for me, especially the younger generation. Absolutely. And so that is why my heart work is giving back to definitely future generations and women, because I know the story.
And there's so many of them. You would be surprised, right? And how many stories are women are so afraid to share their stories because we are judged so harsh. Are judged so harsh as women. You too much. You this, you that, and because we are afraid that we are too this or too that. And so I think that what you said is powerful because women interpret it as humility is really conditioned. Right? It really conditioning. It's not being humble to stay wrong. No. It's not being humble to not this. We were putting this work. This was the norm. And I always say, I keep indoors. I keep indoors now.
I love it.
And so being conditioned to believe that leadership requires you're supposed to silence. We ain't supposed to silence.
No.
Because leadership without a voice is leadership.
Yes, let's stop right there. Say that one more time in case the people didn't hear that. We don't need silent leadership. I'm
That's right.
telling you. I have watched silent leadership, and that's not helping the people. That is not helping the people. People need leadership, especially in times like this.
Yes.
So, for instance, I have watched leaders, again, for whatever reason, they are just silent. I chose not to be silent. Now, I didn't have all the answers, but what I do understand is I have a job, and not even a job, but a calling on my life. And I know God put me in the role that I am for such a time as this because He knew that there was going to be something and they're going to need leadership. They're going to need a voice that's going to speak truth to power. That's going to give them the answers, even if it changes day to day. But they know with me, it's going to be real. It's going to be authentic. And I'm going to help them navigate whatever it throws at us and whatever we got to navigate together.
That's it.
And so that's important.
It is absolutely important. And that leads to visibility. I always talk about visibility. That's just work with what I'm a digital marketing consultant. I help them build their business. And being visible as a leader. How are you a leader if you have discipline? Right? Visibility is our responsibility. Because it's been framed as an optional. It's not optional. It can't be an option. Because in many ways, like I said, it's a responsibility. And when we show up, and when we speak up, right? That's the example that we're creating. It's a little girl. It's a little girl. It's a mother. Young mothers. I was a young mother. And we didn't have these platforms when we were when I was in children like that. But I would love to see, some women. Everyday women. I'm not talking about Oprahs.
No, right. We talk about everyday women.
I'm talking about everyday women ourselves. Out here, disrupting. Out here, empowering.
Yes.
Leading.
Yes.
Right. So when women hide their voices or their stories, who do you think is in that area?
I think we all lose. I really think we all lose. And Angela, we must be kindred spirits because that's my story too.
Yes,
I was a young mother and, but I had my family support. And I will say over my life, every delay is not a denial. Every dream and aspiration has come to pass in my life. Mm-hmm. And I look at the fruits of my labor, which is my 28-year-old son who has his master's degree, but he saw his mother at Bowie State University get her master's.
Yeah.
And so I too, I said pay it forward to tell that story. And that's why, because I didn't see people that looked like me. I was a supervisor at the age of 30.
Yeah.
Because again, of the trajectory of how I showed up and how I spoke up and how I raised my hand. And that is so important. And so because someone poured into me, but I do that because I want them to see themselves in me.
That's
now, the journey hasn't been easy at all. I could have thrown in the towel at all, but what do I go back to? That I can.
That's right.
And you didn't get this far. You have something to do. You have purpose on your life. And even your story is going to bless somebody just to know if she can do it, I can do it too.
You better say that. You better say that. Because again, when we have young women role models.
Yes.
Community leadership. Mm-hmm. Right? Business innovation. Mm-hmm. We are innovators.
Yes, we are.
We are innovators. And culture progress. It's not about people. It's about
yes, it's about impact. I love that.
Yeah. Because I don't know. People think this about you. You think you did. I sure.
I know that's right. At this age, yes, I do.
Yes,
so, and it's funny because I work with a lot of clients, and they be like, "Well, I have all this experience, and I'm gonna, not put it on it." No, you're not, because at this level of your life and your expertise, you have value, and your value proposition is up here. So even if I ever go to like the private sector, I already know my number. You cannot talk to me until you match that number. Because again, the value that I'm bringing, the value that I have demonstrated is worth that.
That's right.
And so, and how you get, and just think about it, women, we hold lots of different roles. And even without a title of a leadership, we're managing the family, we're working the school. And I'm like, I don't even know how I did all that. When I think back, how was I going to school, trying to do all this, still in church, still being involved in the community, still raising myself? it's just a mind of how I was doing all of that and manage that, but I know I wasn't doing it by myself. And that was impact.
That's right. That's right.
That was impact. And that's how we show up and have that voice.
Impact. Impact. Right. Right. Like I said, I had my child at 17. I was another at 2 at 19. At 19. And like I had no idea. But the grace of God.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
Right? But we do it. You know what I mean? Going to work. School. And back trying to raise kids and
that's why I said, and then they be like, and I said, I love my new generation. That's why I be like, work ethic, y'all. Because this generation is my son. He's so sweet. And I have a niece who's about to graduate. And so this generation is so different. But they keep it because this is the generation of the influencer generation.
Yeah.
And and so they know the power of social media, and they are influencing and making just major things that before we were even doing it.
Yeah.
But one of the things is we want to just make sure that they have what we have. It's that work ethic. It's that understanding of the grind. It's that, like, we didn't have the whole cash app. I requested and poof, I get it. No, because this is the cash app. Mom, download this app and just request somebody now, send it to them. What?
Yeah.
What is this? Right? Right. What's happening? Right. But the times have changed. But we do want to make sure that, in space, because again, they are the future.
Yeah.
And so we need them to understand their role, understand what we've been through to get them to this point so they can continue to carry on. Because we're going to need you to carry on this torch that I want to pass to you. But I want to give you the tools. I want to help you be successful in your life's journey.
And that's about culture. That's the culture. That's the point. So let's switch owning your narrative. I want to talk about that. Because again, stories change culture. Stories humanize you and let people know we out here in this game, right? And it connects. So why do you think it's so important for women to own their narrative instead of allowing to define you?
Oh, I think that's a great question. It's important for women to own their own narrative, so you could tell your own story.
Yeah.
You could tell your own story. Nobody should tell your story but you. Because in everything there is lessons that you've learned. Even if you think about it, your greatest test may be your greatest testimony. I know I can just speak for me. What I thought I wasn't going to get through, guess what? I came out on the other side. Okay? And what I learned even in it is so important. But I think it's so important for women to own their own voice, to share their stories. Because again, your story may help somebody else. Mm-hmm. And we need these sister circle groups to say, my sister, you are not by yourself. And I'm gonna put a plug in this one. I am not in competition with my sister. We're gonna say that again because I want them to hear it. I am not in competition with my sister. There are many coaches, there are many authors, but it's enough room for all of us at the table. It's enough room. It's enough room. It's enough room. But I want to be a support of my sister. I want to be an encourager. I want to be like, girl, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can. What you need me to do? How can I help you? How can we support each other?
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important that we tell our own stories. And because again, it will have us that we be silent and we suffering by ourselves. And then that causes other things.
Yeah.
So we want to break that curse.
And we have to.
We have to. We have to.
And like you said, it's not a competition. It should. Absolutely. Especially in this space, that we're on right now. For everybody.
It is.
It's millions of people out here on social media. Everybody you. It's millions of them.
Yeah.
And that's such a point, though. Of owning your narrative, because we don't tell this story, you leave it to somebody else.
Yes.
And they're not going to tell the truth.
They're not going to do due diligence with your own story.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when we claim our story and our victories, our struggles, right? Our lessons, something powerful.
Oh yeah.
Because the story becomes bridges, and they allow us to see what's possible.
Right. As well as become bridges, but I also think it's a way that you can connect. So, for instance, we're going through a major reorganization in our organization, and I too, and I shared this story today, know personally the impact of getting caught in a reorganization, because I applied for a job, my career, and then I was told, we're going through a restructuring, reorganization. So the same job I applied, was told I was qualified. They were like, we need to reduce, there's too many higher grades. So I was downgraded. Right now, applied for the job. You didn't take none of my duties away, but yet you want to downgrade me. So I was impacted, and so I personalized that story today. So I think that's when we said it builds bridges, but it also connects you, because as leaders, we are human. But you can't walk around like you're not humanized, because people know when leadership is not authentic. Trust me, they know. And they connect with people who are understanding and can, help them through, navigate them through, but humanizing that. And again, a leader should surround themselves with people who, again, are going to help them be successful. That's what a leader does. They lead the people. They inspire the people through the change, through the transformation, through whatever it is, through reaching the goals. It's being able to, how do you help inspire people to get the job done, what they need to do. So how you do that? You got to show up. You got to get out your office. You got to walk. As I say, I'm a politician at work. I'm on the street. I'm in the community. I'm walking the floor. I need to know the pulse of my organization, because I got to stay woke. I mean, I have to do all of these things in my role, because I have to have my pulse of what's going on. Right. So then I can figure out what changes that we can make for the better, and really figure out what is the root cause, what's happening.
Absolutely. Listen, I want you to tell me what you have coming up, how they connect with you, they can find you. Because I know you got stuff coming up. What you got going on?
Oh, thank you so much. So yes, I do have several things coming up. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook under the number 3 followed by 3 E's Consulting. And I do offer career coaching services. I do free career discovery calls. So please, if you're looking, I'm trying to be prepared and positioned for my next. I've been doing this job and I want to do something else. Or you're just trying to figure out what is my next. Because I love those clients too. I've been doing this, but I'm just being unfulfilled. I know there's something inside of me that I want to do. I'm trying to birth a business, just trying to figure out how to start. Just feel free to connect with me, and I definitely will provide you with some services and look forward to working with you and everything. But I look forward to doing more speaking events coming up that I have coming up in the near future.
Yeah. And author. Tell me about that.
I know. Yes, I'm a full-time author of a lot of anthologies, but I am looking forward to birthing some strategy, helping people be prepared and positioned for their next. And so I look forward to getting that out soon.
I love it. And I really love this conversation. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's just so important, especially in this time, like I said, stories become somebody is, even if you're watching now, replay, whatever you this message is right. This message is for you, and to know understand what's possible. We have everyday success. Every day we're out here doing the same thing. We're coaching, meeting, and we want you to come along, right? We want you to come on board. So before we get up out of here, I just say that directly, and I also want you to do that as well. I want you to say one more thing to a woman, to somebody about leadership, about being inspired, and what they should be doing. To not be right.
So I want to encourage every woman that you have power in your voice. And I want you to speak life over you, over your dreams and aspiration. Write the vision, because you matter. You are wonderfully and fearfully made, and this world needs you. So do not silence your voice. Speak up, show up, and speak life into you. And connect with another woman who will be your support system, who will be your encourager, who will be my sister's keeper. Because you matter and you are worth it. And the world needs us more than ever.
That's it. Thank you. I like it's an honor. It's an honor. And to be connected with folks, connect with women.
So I'm in Maryland.
Okay,
I'm in Maryland.
you don't know how to step away from you ain't Sarah. I didn't Buffalo.
Okay.
But I certainly appreciate you taking time to sit here with me. Again, one more time, tell me how people how they can connect with you.
You can connect with me on Facebook or Instagram under the number 3 followed by 3 E's Consulting, and that is also the website. The number at www.the3
All right. And I will also put that in the comments so people can connect. And again, I thank you, sister.
I thank you so
All
much.
right. Yes, y'all. That was Dr. Joi Brown, man. Wait, I see some people. You got to show up. I didn't even see. I can never see what's happening. I never see the comments, y'all. So I wasn't ignoring y'all. Please know I wasn't ignoring y'all, but I never see the comments until after. But thank you for tuning in. And I just wanted to also say this conversation is one of the reasons why I created Call Me CEO, the stories, the anthology, and docu series. It is the spinoff of my book that I published last year. Don't Call Me Crazy, Call Me CEO. And this was a guide for women managing their mental health while trying to run businesses. And this is an extension of that. So this project is about women who are ready to share their truth, to amplify their voices, and document their journeys in a way that inspires another woman CEO to rise, right? So if tonight's conversation stirred a little something in you, if you're getting a little bug, right? And if it stirred a little something in you, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. If you know that your story carries lessons, breakthroughs, and transformations, I want to hear from you. And I invite you to apply to become an author in volume 1. This is volume 1 of Call Me CEO, the stories. This is an anthology and docu series, and it will spotlight powerful women who are ready to stop. I'm looking for the woman that's ready. I'm not here to convince you, girl. I did convincing already. I ain't here to convince you. So if you're ready and you know you're ready, holla at me. The link is going to be in the comments. And I'm so excited you were here. Thank you, Dr. Joi, for sharing your insight and your leadership. And until next time, I want you to understand that your voice matters, your story matters, and history is still waiting to be written. So thank y'all. Good night.